It really sucks sometimes that I find myself and a lot of other creators that I see that document certain things and talk about life and growth and those types of things. We're in this bucket of like self help. And usually, if I tell someone, some of the books that I read or have read, and I'm not really too sure why that gets looked down upon, it sucks. But I think that the self help industry itself has changed. There's so many gurus out there selling courses and all of these things. And when in reality, like self help and the way that you go through life, like there is no actual course for that. There is no one thing like you're not going to find any secret or necessarily answer in any one of those videos, even in my videos. We can't help but be like, I can't help but be a sophisticated, like deep thinking individual that loves to talk about and loves those ideas about self-help and growth and life planning and what you want to do with your life and those type of things. I don't applaud you for your goals that you achieved in your life. I applaud you for that, but I more so applaud that you came to the realization and your process and how you grew as a person, how you grew as an individual. What did you learn? How did you get through certain phases of your life? How did you manage to deal with such challenges? What are the struggles that you went through? I want to know about the struggles, because not because I want to pity you. I want to know about the struggles because that helps me like understand myself, and it helps me understand you better. And I applaud you for going through such like hardships and struggles. Those type of categories get like a bad rep because you have so many gurus and selling meditations and selling courses, and you need to do this and you need to do that, while in reality it's like really what you need to do is gather information, gather everyone's 2 cents, and then just see what you can and how you can apply it to your life right now and make a plan for yourself. The way that I always used to give advice and the way that I would get advice from others is like, all right, that's one form of information. Now I need to go do all my research and then figure out what do I want to do and how do I want to proceed into a certain subject, or how do I want to proceed and find a solution for X, Y, and Z, right? The self help thing is like you yourself are going to kind of figure that out on your own. Like I have maybe 4 or 5 books that I've finished, and I have a few books of those that I just kind of go back to every once in a while, or certain speeches that I'll listen to. But I don't have like the continuous of like I read 30 books, or I'll read, a certain amount of books every single year, or I'll read this many books every month. Like I just don't have that. I don't have that in me. I don't have that type of consistency, and I'm just not that type of person. And I'm more of the person like I need to learn it today, and I need to go implement it tomorrow, and I need to go do it tomorrow. The minute that I get an idea or I see something that I want to talk about, I need to just go and talk about it right now. I can't wait for, planning a video and making a whole like, how I'm going to systemize this and how I'm going to, monetize this and how am I going to put this and put that. Like, I don't have time to do that. I don't want to do that. That's not the way that I learn. The only way that I learn is that I learn something and then I go do it. And I need to keep doing that in order for me to get better and for me to learn more and for me to stay excited about it. And so I know I've veered off a little bit in this video, but the whole thing with like the self-help and the growth mindset and all those things is like you just have to be living it and doing it for yourself and wanting to figure out like my whole objective in my life is just to like keep figuring out my life and the way that I work as a person. Some people dedicate their whole lives into studying other people. Some people dedicate their whole lives into studying space and doing work like in science or something like that. That just is part of them. For me, my whole thing is like, I just want to know how I work, what makes me tick, how do I analyze my own life, how do I make the best decisions for myself. I always envision myself, and I still see that vision, but majority of these videos are for you, but they're really for me. It's just so that I can keep reminding myself of my ideas, my thoughts, the way that I work, what do I want to do in my life, how do I see this moment right here, right now, how do I gather my thoughts and make the best of it for tomorrow. And that's pretty much it. So I would think that that's what that growth mindset, that self-help really is. It's not in the courses, it's not in anything else. It's all just in here. It's all inside. It's all what you decide to do with your life and how you want to analyze yourself. You don't need the courses. You don't need more meditation. You don't need journaling. While it is a form, actually, journaling does help you a lot because this is a form of journaling. But you don't, like, if it doesn't fit for you, then you don't need it. You need what fits for you. And so I've tried the journaling. I do write. I take a lot of notes, and I've tried the newsletter. I've tried to, systemize myself in certain ways, and it just doesn't work for me. What works for me is this right here. That's what I have to keep doing. And what's going to work for you, you're only going to discover that by trying out different things, how you can analyze yourself and figure out how you work and continue on with your life, doing what's best for you. Peace.